What do you think, Rowdy Ricky?
Let's get rowdy. Let's get this.
Pass his hands up, quick. Bring the balls.
Yeah.
Alright, you're gonna need them, boy. Alright guys, this may be the last look you get at the Suzuki 2021 250Rx. It's got the same motor as the 250R, a little different gear ratio. It's got that 18-inch rear wheel. It's got a little softer suspension. Also comes with a kickstand, as you can see. But it's still got the dual exhaust, electric start, the 3 different maps, and also the 3 different launch controls. We're going to go through, we're gonna ride this sucker probably till she dies. So first thing we're gonna do is put some new parts on. What better to do? Get a new bike, put some new parts on. What I've got here, these are Enduro Engineering radiator guards. I've heard good things about Enduro Engineering. Plus, they were in stock, so you got to go with that. We're gonna do the Tusk tach/hour meter. It's gonna let us know when our maintenance intervals are. Also, give us total hours on the bike. It also gives you the RPM as the motor's running, so that's pretty cool. And then we're gonna put on these Acerbis hand guards, Acerbis, however you say it. But yeah, so these are the X factors. I went with the red and the black accent. These should provide more than enough. I believe they make replacement guards here too. This stuff should last a while. If not, it's okay. They weren't too expensive, but for what we're doing, I think they'll work just fine. All right, so first thing, we're gonna get the plastic off so we can get to the radiator. We're gonna get the radiator off, and then we can start installing the new radiator beds. All right guys, so we've got some more parts here. We're gonna go ahead and install those too. They're mainly just maintenance, as you see there, and then protective parts. So we got some frame guards. They're not real necessary. It will just preserve the looks, the newer looks of the bike, as far as frame rub and stuff like that. Just from the, well, I guess you can't see. Just from the break-in, you can kind of see some wear already. That'll just help with that. It also, these things give pretty good grip on your boots, so that'll be good to have. And then these are fork shoe covers. I just see over here, these are pretty exposed. They get pretty good reviews. I believe this one's already covered with the stock guard, I believe so. Yeah, so that's already covered, but you can't just buy one, so I had to buy the pack, but that's okay. Alright guys, well, first time on the bike. We took it out to Chadwick, some super popular trails out there, some of the best in Missouri. Free off-road park, just get a permit and you get to ride. As you can see, a little bit of technical trails, but nothing too crazy. Nothing too far out of my comfort zone. I don't think we went to any of the crazy stuff. I was super excited with these RXs. They're very nimble, especially for how much they weigh. That's one of the big complaints, is how heavy these bikes are. But from riding it out here, you know, as long as you're moving pretty good, you can't really tell. There's a couple spots just from my lack of experience riding trails and then lack of experience on this bike that I do go kind of slow. And you can kind of feel the weight when that happens, especially when you kill it. But what's awesome about these new bikes, one of the big reasons I got the newer bike, is the electric start makes everything so much better, especially if you accidentally kill it all the time like I do. That was one. If I had one complaint, that would be these bikes are easy to kill, but that can technically boil down to just rider error, and just something I can work on. As you can see, this sucker lugs pretty darn good, especially for a little 250. I was super happy with how well it lugged and how easy the clutch control was. I was hoping it would have hydraulic clutch, but it just has the cable clutch, but it didn't give me any issues, and that's what I've always rode in the past, so I'm not going to complain too much. As far as that, the suspension, the handling, everything felt good. Obviously, the faster you went, the better everything felt. There's plenty of power in the whole range. The first gear, it's pretty short in my opinion, but I may not be, you know, I need more time on the bike to really make that decision. But had a lot of fun. These are super fun trails, and if you get a chance to come out to Chadwick, Missouri, I would highly recommend it. It's only $8 for a day, and you can get an annual pass, which is pretty affordable. But yeah, super happy with this 2021 250Rx. We'll eventually take this to the track, which will be pretty cool too, to kind of compare how it handles on the trails versus how I like it on the track. I don't hit too big of jumps or anything like that. I'm kind of working my way up still, but I thought this would be a good bike that I could take to the trails and I could take to the track and not have to do a bunch of switching around on sprockets or anything. Even though I'm not fast at either of them, it's still nice to have a bike that can do both and not have to worry about that. Anyways, I'll let the riding finish out the video.